Over the years, we've seen a growth in freelancers and gig workers. Are they going to be taxed differently?
So, in all honesty, and we've heard this a lot, right? Sometimes you hear the chairman of the Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform Committee being asked questions like, would adult sex workers be subject to tax, right? The honest truth is and the good news is that there is this awareness on taxation and tax responsibilities. All these things have always been in the tax laws, right? The idea is that if you are earning income, if you are a taxable person, and a taxable person is anyone who carries out business activity, buying and selling, okay? You are a taxable person, you are liable to tax on your income, okay? So if you are someone who is carrying out your business in the virtual world, yes, you are liable to taxes. And it's pretty much the same way an individual who is probably running his business in a fixed place, a stationary place with structures, fiscal structures, is pretty much the same way. Okay, so yes, they will be liable to taxes. If they are providing services to businesses, the same way we discussed about the withholding tax and acting as an agent, so withholding tax would apply on their income. But if they are even if they are earning monies from royalties, from probably social media skits and the likes, yes, they will also be taxable on their income. And that's where the bank is also coming in to declare individual incomes or individual transactions of 25 million and above, right? And they would have to explain where the source of that revenue is coming from. So yes, they are liable to taxes.
So as a freelancer, I pay tax, but what tax rate will apply to me? Am I a business or am I an individual?
So for the businesses, the way it would work is that you would look at all the revenues that you've earned from your business, okay? Then you'd also look at all the expenses and valid expenses, let me put it that way, because you cannot, that's the danger of being a sole proprietor. There are some tendencies of you mixing your personal individual affairs with that of the business, right? So the one that focuses on the business. By the time you take out the expenses you incur from the revenues you generate, you would arrive at a profit. That profit, you would pay that profit to yourself as an individual, okay? You would remit that profit to yourself. Once you remit that profit to yourself, you would now pay taxes as an individual, similar to that of a freelancer, okay? So the idea is that any money you receive from the business you do, you would now subject it to tax, okay? The same way you would use that individual tax band where you have your first 800,000 naira being your first 800,000 naira zero, you don't pay anything. Then the next 2.2 million naira, 15% and the likes. That's the way to do.
So if I'm a freelancer and I get paid, I deduct my expenses first, and then from the profit, I would then pay tax.
Correct. That's correct. So the government, there is always the opportunity to back out the expenses you incur in generating that revenue. You back it out. So what you have left is what you now subject to tax using that graduated scale.